Salut à tous, on se retrouve une nouvelle fois dans The SHAESHIFITING Détective pour un second run, donc on va pouvoir se refaire l'histoire principale encore une fois, donc en regardant un petit peu sur les forums et les systèmes de questions-réponses, j'ai découvert que le meurtrier changeait à chaque fois, donc c'est assez génial. J'ai découvert également, ce qui n'était pas forcément évident lors du premier run, que en fait l'ordre des questions que l'on posait, notamment le fait que des questions disparaissent, donnait une toute autre envergure à l'aventure. Donc il y a des fois on a l'impression qu'on a un choix, mais la plupart du temps la première question que l'on pose a son importance. Donc on va tout de suite se replonger dans cette histoire et essayer cette fois-ci, alors je veux pas spoiler ce qu'on pas regarder la vidéo et dire jusqu'au bout, mais ça s'est pas super bien passé pour nous à la fin. Alors, débuter une nouvelle partie effacera vos données de sauvegarde, pas de soucis. On est parti.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights.
Alors cette fois-ci, on va pas se faire avoir au début. Hein, on va pas recommencer 3 fois.
August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch.
Ça va nous permettre de maîtriser un petit peu mieux l'histoire parce que c'est pas forcément évident.
It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Alors les sous-titres sont bien activés, mais au début ça ne fonctionne pas. Ça c'est le jeu qui est fait comme ça. Donc là, qui êtes-vous ? Faut surtout pas le faire, sinon ça relance le début et en plus c'est pas sous-titré.
You know why you're here, don't you?
Alors on va mettre non. Je sais plus ce que j'avais fait, j'avais dit oui ou non. Je vais mettre oui.
Then humor me. The dead girl. And this. What exactly were you thinking? You have one job. Don't get caught.
Alors l'heure du premier run, on s'est pas fait attraper.
It's a rhetorical question. You're going to a town called August. Find Chief DuPont. He's gonna think you're someone else. This person. This is who you are now. Understood? Splendid. If someone so much as sniffs that you're different, you'll be deprecated. Deprecated. We expect you to use your ability. Just don't get caught. And never, ever change into a child.
Alors on n'a pas eu l'occasion de se changer en enfant. Par contre, on a eu quelques fois, on a failli se faire choper.
The 8-month-old Basset Hound puppy was found outside Daryl's Chicken and Ribs.
And that's 5 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I'm Violet. Welcome to the guest house. There are some rules. In particular, no shoes in the guest house. The carpets are priceless. Now, how long are you staying for?
Alors, si longtemps que ça va, je vais mettre je ne suis pas sûr.
That's fine.
On va changer un petit peu de ce que j'avais fait au début.
There's not been many visitors of late. Perhaps the murder will bring some tourists in. It's just you and some tarot readers at the moment. It's deathly quiet. Yes, the murder. You haven't spoken to the chief yet, have you? Chief DuPont. He's the one who booked the room for you. You look lost. You should probably go and speak to the chief. Your room is just down the hall, last on the left. It has its own back door. The chief said that's the way you'd like it.
Just finishing.
Ça, c'est la demoiselle qui a prédit le meurtre.
You don't believe? That sounded serious. You must have a serious job to do. Hi, I'm Bronwyn. Pleased to meet you, Sam. If you'd like a reading.
Peut-être plus tard, parce que je sais plus si elle avait détecté que j'étais...
That sounds
Pas qui j'étais.
super. I'm in room 1 and that's down the hall. Lorraine's in 2, Lexie's in 3. Which room are you in, Sam? Good. We're neighbors. Just
J'avais pas
knock.
voulu le dire la première fois où je me situais.
Dreams
And nightmares.
with
On va
Poe
couper la
on
radio.
one
Alors
wall.
il y avait un succès hein, qui correspondait à laisser la radio pendant au moins 1 heure. On a tenu le coup. Là on va la couper direct. Ça évite à chaque fois qu'on est dans le couloir d'être embêté. Direction notre chambre. Bon, il n'y a rien de spécial hein, dans notre chambre. Donc pour l'instant, on peut pas changer de personne. On va aller voir le chef.
Good, you got my message. Chief Inspector DuPont. I wasn't sure you'd come, but I suppose you're...
Donc ça, c'est lui qui va arrêter notre suspect à la fin de l'aventure. L'objectif est de ramasser un maximum d'indices.
Well, we both know that's not true. But I like it. Sam, that's your cover now. So, the job. Dorota Shaw, 21, accomplished cellist,
La
redhead,
personne qui est décédée, malheureusement.
strangled. I know who did it, but I need proof. It's the tarot readers.
Dorota Shaw, c'est la victime.
Yes. Keep up, Sam. That's the girl who was murdered. Because they predicted it. The older one, Bronwyn, she came into my office last night talking all crazy and saying Dorota was in trouble. I did my best not to lock her up.
Alors lors du premier run, j'ai été persuadé tout le temps en fait que nous étions la personne qui avait été tuée. Et en fait, pour avoir repris un petit peu mon live et lu quelques commentaires, j'ai plutôt l'impression qu'on est en fait le tueur. Enfin, on pourrait être le tueur et on revient en arrière pour mener l'enquête. C'est un petit peu la partie compliquée de l'histoire.
Tarot, the spirit world, cards that move, trans-dimensional thingamajigs? To be honest, I thought she'd probably been smoking something, and that's why I didn't take it seriously. Because things, I don't have enough on her, that's where you come in. The free guest house stay isn't free. I need you to work the case and report back to me. Find out things from the inside. Can you do it? Okay. I'll be telling everyone that you've been hired by the Shaws because obviously local law enforcement is either too incompetent or too overworked to solve anything. That gives you a license to talk to people, but only notionally. Don't actually touch people or annoy them. You don't have any real authority, understand? But you help me out, I'll help you.
Où est mon badge et mon arme? Ça, je l'avais évoqué. Là, je vais juste mettre mes dés.
Do I have to spell it out? I'll make your problem go away, or at least sink it to the bottom of a pile of paperwork. Your old town? The problem? Come and find me when you're settled. This is Second Chance Sunday for you, Sam. Don't blow it.
Alors, avez-vous un alibi? Ça, on va le supprimer. Je crois que je l'avais posé la question. On va axer le premier chapitre sur Violette.
Born here, runs the local guest house. Lovely lady.
Ils sont très
Where are you going
proches.
with
Hein.
this, Sam? What's she told you?
Tout de suite, il prend la mouche. Supprimer le...
Look, if it's about the pills, I already know.
Ah, les pilules, quelles pilules? C'est bien. À peine évoqué le sujet, tout de suite, il balance beaucoup d'informations. C'est un petit peu tout ça. Hein. Ouais, effectivement, il y a plusieurs tueurs possibles. Alors, lors du premier run, hier, c'était Rain, c'était l'un des lecteurs de tarot qui était le tueur, mais... Lors du premier run, on voyait que ça pouvait être soit le photographe, qu'on rencontrera beaucoup plus tard dans le jeu, soit Violette, justement. Celle qui prend des pilules et qui se dit enlevée par des extraterrestres.
They're as thick as thieves, covering for each other. Well, except the male one. You'll see what I mean. Obviously. Anyone who walks in, predicts a murder, then that murder happens? Suspicious. In her bedroom. She was naked. Strangled. No signs of sexual activity of any kind. It was a weird scene to look at. There was one thing, but it's strictly between you and me. Dorota had a gold coin in her mouth. I'm being serious now, Sam. Not a word of this. It's the one thing only the killer would know. What do you want to know? She was a cellist, selected for a scholarship at Juilliard. It was in the local paper. I'm more of a Bon Jovi fan myself. Don't read the paper, do you? Yesterday, Monday the 9th at approximately 9 p.m, according to the coroner, we got a call from the mother just after 10 p.m.
Petit résumé des éléments que l'on a.
Perhaps you should do some investigation?
De retour à l'hôtel. On va enfin pouvoir commencer à questionner les différents protagonistes. On va changer l'ordre, on va commencer par Lexie.
Hi, Sam, is it? Come on in, make yourself at home. Mi casa es su casa. Come on.
Ah, effectivement, Sam n'a pas droit à sa photo. Commencez tout de suite par qu'est-ce qu'elle foutait la nuit dernière.
With Bronwyn, we were painting our nails.
Je vais voir vos ongles.
No, I mean, yeah, I've already cleaned it off.
Tout de suite, ça fait très suspect. Hein.
I don't know anyone in this town, except for Bronwyn and Rain, obviously, and Violet, and the Chief, and now you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous.
Ça se sent pas qu'elle est nerveuse.
Good old-fashioned fortune-telling. Well, kind of. We drew a card each and smushed them all together. Do you know what the most dangerous tarot card is? Everybody thinks that. It's such a cliche. The death card doesn't even mean death. Most of the time. The Five of Swords. I think so anyway. There's nothing more dangerous than someone taking whatever they want no matter the cost. Yeah, I did. Rain got the Knight of Wands, that's Dorota.
Alors, lors du premier run, elle avait également évoqué ce problème d'alibi.
She's like my big sister, so pretty well. You
On va pas la mettre mal à l'aise.
Ron could never hurt anyone, but I'm sure a smart detective like you can help prove she's innocent. Really? Because she is completely innocent. The cards told us to. Well, the cards of Rain. Tarot gives us a rough direction and he narrows it down with some astrological jiggery-pokery. He's basically a walking esoteric library. And if that sounds dull, let me reassure you, it is. No? Well, yeah. Well, no. We have a job to do. I didn't say job. I said job.
J'avais déjà posé la question.
Yeah, it's a tarot thing you won't understand.
Ok pour elle. Maintenant, Rain. Alors, Rain, attention, lui, dangereux et potentiel
You must be a
suspect.
new guest.
Attention à ce qu'il va nous
Burglar,
dire.
I'm Rain, by the way.
On va garder nos distances.
I heard you say earlier your name's Sam. You don't look like a Sam.
Alors, que savez-vous sur la victime? Comment avez-vous prédit le meurtre? Que faisiez-vous la nuit dernière? Alors là, très important. Lors du premier run, il nous a dit qu'il priait alors qu'il n'est pas croyant. Et d'ailleurs, tiens, c'est marrant, on le voit tripoter une croix.
I was in my room. Praying, actually. I don't believe in God, but I was still praying. It didn't work.
Très suspect, hein. Alors, je sais plus ce que j'avais dit. En quoi croyez-vous? Qu'est-ce qui n'a pas fonctionné?
My prayer that the girl would be safe.
D'accord.
We did a reading. A group reading, actually. With a special tarot deck. You get it piecemeal. Not everything in one reading. The last one we did showed a young woman being murdered. Young, talented, probably red-headed.
On avait posé des questions sur le
I didn't know her.
jeu de cartes.
I know she was called Dorota Shaw. She was young,
On verra si c'est
had
toujours
red hair.
disponible.
a talented musician.
Qui est la prochaine victime?
Next victim, whoa! Hold on a sec, we don't even know if there's going to be a next victim or not. We'll do another group reading soon, and then we'll have a better idea. Mercury, it's not exactly from here. With a normal tarot deck, you'd have the question, so you'd be the querent. With Mercury, it gives you the question and the answer. The cards themselves kind of change. It's a special deck.
Alors on avait posé la question et c'était la boss qui l'avait. On va voir ce qui se passe là si j'ai lu la question.
Okay, fine. Your lack of interest is unbearable.
C'est assez marrant.
Those cards have the real power, though. We just interpret it.
C'est assez marrant, je trouve, de voir les différentes possibilités. Donc là, on va aller voir la chef Bruin, c'est elle qui a le jeu de cartes.
Sam, is it? I'm sensing you're not here for a reading.
Alors, quelques questions à propos du meurtre. Comment avez-vous prédit le meurtre? Où étiez-vous? On va tout de suite commencer
In my room, reading.
par la Libye.
I found a trashy romance.
Normalement, elle était en train de se faire les ongles avec
I'm
sa
assuming
copine,
it's Violet's. It's all swooning heroines and brooding vampire Casanovas. Thank God Lexie saved me.
Vous a sauvé, vous n'avez pas quitté votre chambre de la nuit.
She came to my room to chat for a little while.
Ah,
That was around
discuter.
9, I think. You can ask her.
Je crois que j'avais posé la question. J'ai quelques questions à propos du meurtre. Ouais.
Chief Dupont thinks I did it. I'm hoping you'll convince him otherwise. I didn't. We've only been here 2 days. I understand it's suspicious me being a stranger in town, but it's the truth.
Sauf que vous avez prédit son meurtre. On va l'éluder
There's
aussi.
a lot more at stake here than you know, Sam. Well, if I told you that, you'd have nothing to do. We saw it in the cards, not images, feelings, impressions. Tarot can be very powerful.
Ne pouvez-vous pas demander qui est le tueur? Ça, je l'avais fait. Pareil, on va l'éluder.
You don't believe. That's okay.
C'est raccord avec le fait que je lui ai dit que j'y croyais pas. Maintenant, la gérante. Alors elle, on va essayer de la
I
bousculer un
assume
petit
you've
peu.
been to see Chief Dupont already.
Qui sont les autres invités? Que faisiez-vous la nuit dernière?
It's the strangest thing. I honestly don't remember. But I imagine I was here or getting groceries somewhere.
Ah pareil, il s'en souvenait pas. Moi ça me paraît super suspect. Hein.
No, and I didn't murder her if that's what you're asking.
Ah, je pense qu'elle me ment. Hein. Histoire de la pilule.
I take clozapine. I think they're for anxiety. I'm a very anxious person.
C'est plutôt parce qu'elle est enlevée par les extraterrestres. Pareil, on... ouais.
I don't know, Dr. Sam, you tell me.
Qui sont les autres invités? Connaissez-vous la victime?
Not really. I'm sure she was a precious lamb, though. Yes, a lamb. Young. Innocent. Lambs get slaughtered, though, don't they? Nice, yes, that's a good description. Actually, I thought she was a bit slutty, to be honest.
Non, c'est un peu salope. C'est marrant, je me souviens pas de ça. Dorothée était une salope.
Sorry. I'm gossiping.
Ça m'a pas
I
marqué.
don't want to talk ill of the dead. Ask her boyfriend. Oscar lives at the vicarage next to the church. Don't tell him I sent you, though. I'm sure he's sick of seeing people already. They're tarot readers. I'm thinking of asking them to leave, actually. Because they may have killed someone. It's not great for my reputation, is it? Stay at Violet's, the home of killers and hobos.
Clochard, tueur, ouais. Tueur, on peut comprendre. Clochard, pourquoi?
I'm sorry, it's a derogatory word, isn't it? But strange people seem to gravitate towards this guest house, Sam. I think I'll get the sign changed.
Ok, on a interrogé tout le monde. On va retourner à notre chambre.
Find somewhere safe to transition. You're not a superhero.
Là, je peux changer de personnage.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Alors, qui c'est qu'on peut questionner? Généralement, on n'a pas pu questionner grand monde.
Who knows whether you've made the right decision
On sait
or not,
que... Par contre, les deux sont proches, le chef. Que faisiez-vous la nuit dernière?
Claude, we've been through this. I honestly don't remember. I checked my diary and there's no entry, so I was probably here, as always.
Comment pouvez-vous ne pas vous en souvenir?
I don't know. Which is exactly what I said in my statement. Don't try and get me to contradict myself.
How's Bronwyn been?
Overly nice. She's covering her tracks well if she has anything to hide.
What was it I asked you to do again?
You just told me to report back to you if I noticed anything suspicious. Good grief, Claude, you're a bit young to be losing your marbles already.
Il faut que je fasse attention à pas trop montrer que je ne suis pas qui je suis réellement. On va voir les
Chief
autres.
DuPont, what a pleasant surprise. I think we've covered just about everything twice over, but if you think I'm hiding something...
Who are you, really?
Does it bother you, Chief DuPont, knowing there are things in this world that aren't black and white? You don't know what to file me under, and that makes you uncomfortable. Or perhaps you've already made up your mind about me. Why don't you tell me who you think I am? Hmm?
You're a con
Vous
artist.
êtes une escroc, vous êtes une
You're a
assassine.
murderer.
C'est con parce que là je serais tenté de
You're a
mettre
murderer.
ni l'un ni l'autre. Parce que finalement elle a réellement prédit le bon meurtre.
You're a murderer.
Et en tout cas, lors du premier run, c'était pas l'une des suspectes.
You're a con artist. You're a...
You're gonna need to do some more research, Chief. That's just not true.
Dommage qu'on ait pas eu le choix là.
Good
Rain,
evening, Chief Dupont.
lui je le sens pas.
Dorota's family.
Lui,
What
je le
does the
sens pas.
tarot say about them?
Not since I've met her. She's a lawful, good type character. If you play D&D.
Lexie ever been in trouble with the police? Have
Avez-vous
ever been
déjà
in
eu des
trouble
problèmes avec
with
la
the
police? Ça m'intéresse comme question.
I've never been convicted, no.
Been charged with anything?
My mind's gone blank.
C'est bizarre, hein.
Dorota's family. What does the tarot say about them?
Ça on va éluder. Petite dernière.
Oh, Chief Inspector, you gave me a shock. What is it? What have I done?
Tell me about Bron. Why are you here in August? What were you doing?
Nothing. I mean, I was here all night. This cat's on her. Bron can vouch for me.
Tell me about Bron.
Dommage qu'elle m'a pas donné
Tell
plus
me
de
about
détails.
Bronwyn.
Well, it's not for the nightlife, I can tell you that. This is where the cards told us to go. I guess you could call it destiny.
Do you know anyone? What's wrong with the nightlife?
There isn't any. And sometimes a girl needs a party.
Tell me about.
She's an Aquarius, her favourite colour is green. What else do you need to know?
Is she
Alors,
illegal?
est-elle la chef? Est-elle tuée auparavant? Êtes-vous prête à aller en prison pour elle? Ah, ça c'est intéressant.
Jail? What for? I haven't done anything wrong.
Aiding and abetting a criminal.
Aider à assister une criminelle. C'est dommage, il n'y a pas faux témoignage.
I'll aid and abet Bronwyn to the day I die, but she's not a criminal.
On va retourner à la chambre pour changer d'identité.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Je sais pas si j'ai été voir le chef avec elle.
What's going on, Violet? Is everything okay?
Yes, I'm okay. No,
What's the matter?
I don't.
Alors, le nouveau
Detectives
détective agit
acting
bizarrement, je pense que je suis
strangely.
peut-être la tueuse. Ça me plaît bien, ça. hein.
Have you stopped taking the pills? Look, just take the pills. Dr. Tanner said you'd start hearing and seeing things again. You're no good to me like that. Just take the goddamn pills. Off you go. I'm being subtle. I don't want to see you back here, okay? You got anything to report, give me a call. Any problems, talk to Danny. Danny, remember?
Danny? I remember Danny.
We just talked about this. I said I'd post somebody this morning, and I did. Then I told you it was Danny. Take the pills, Violet. Take the pills.
J'avais pas dû le faire, ça. En tout cas, j'avais pas fait ces choix-là. Ah, bon, il y a des interactions avec les autres, même si je pense que je vais pas pouvoir aller voir les
You
autres.
don't trust
Ah
me,
si,
do you, Violet?
si, je peux.
Is it because I read tarot? Why don't you let me pull a card for you?
Donc c'est là où faut pas que je fasse.
Okay.
Non, sinon elle va savoir que c'est pas moi.
Did you sleep well?
Yes, thank you.
I didn't see you yesterday evening.
I stayed in my room. You can ask Lexie. That reminds me, I think I found a book of yours. It's called He Came Through the Shadows.
What makes you think it's mine?
Your name's written on the inside cover.
Effectivement, ça laisse pas de doute. Hein.
Mrs. Gallagher, an unexpected pleasure.
How long are you planning to be here?
In town? I really don't know. Until the tarot tells us to leave, or you kick us out, obviously.
How did you know Dorota was going to die?
Now that's a very good question. Logically speaking, you'd assume all three of us were in on it. Or none of us.
Hello, Violet. Is everything okay? Ignore the mess, I was just going to tidy it up.
Did you have a pleasant evening last night?
Great, thanks. The room's really lovely.
But you weren't in this room, were you?
Oh no, was I sleepwalking again? I haven't
Attends
done
les
that
somnambules.
since...
On a le droit encore à une autre version.
For ages. I didn't come into your room, did I?
No.
Oh, thank God. I'll try not to let it happen again.
Changement.
Hi, I'm Lexie. I'm Lexie.
What is it, Miss Taylor?
Why did you hire Sam?
Le petit ami de Dorota semble gentil.
Dorota-
Have you met him?
Yes.
Miss Taylor, is that a contradiction? It's not what you said in your written statement.
Merde. Mauvais
Sorry,
choix.
I meant no.
Yes. Yes, you did.
Why did you hire Sam?
I didn't hire Sam, the Shaw family did.
No, they didn't. Why did you hire Sam?
Intéressant
I'll
ça.
tell you that.
Ah.
Listen, Sam gets results. Nobody knows how, but the results are got. I want the killer found as quickly as possible. You got a problem with that?
Who would want to kill Dorota?
Are you doing your own investigation? Great! Let me know when you find out.
Bronwyn thinks.
I go after bad guys. If she's a bad guy, then I've got it in for her.
Why weren't the police protecting Dorota?
In hindsight, that does look like a good idea, doesn't it? We didn't believe you. We still don't.
Je pense pas que je l'avais fait venir rencontrer le chef.
Hello, Lexie. What can I do for you?
Please don't ask us to leave.
La police
The
veut
police
la
want
nuit de tout le
alibis
monde
from
pour l'année
everyone.
dernière.
Well, I don't have one. I literally can't remember what I was doing.
Please don't ask us to leave.
Ouais, non, ça sert à rien. Surtout son alibi qui est intéressant avec elle.
What's up, Lexie? I'm sensing something's on your mind.
I'm worried about our alibi.
Don't worry about that. We don't have anything to hide. I'm more worried about Violet. I didn't see her last night, did you?
Pareil.
You think she's the murderer?
I'm not sure I go that far, but it's definitely suspicious.
Tout à fait.
Something's weird, isn't it? Ron seems strange today.
How are you?
Do you think Bronwyn might get falsely imprisoned? It happens all the time.
Are you looking to take over?
No. I'm just worried.
Dommage, on n'a pas pu lui parler de son alibi à lui. J'aurais bien aimé.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
Pareil, je crois pas me souvenir que j'avais été voir le chef.
Rain, I'm busy. You gonna turn yourself in?
Oui.
Yeah.
You don't want to see me when I'm angry. A woman is dead. Go play card games somewhere else or whatever the hell it is you do.
Dommage. Ça m'aurait arrangé qu'il l'arrête. Juliette n'est pas là.
Have you met the new detective yet? We're basically under 24-hour surveillance now.
Do you think Sam's onto us?
Onto what exactly?
What we did last night?
Ce que nous avons fait, la réelle raison pour laquelle elle est ici, notre rôle dans le
Our
meurtre.
role in the murder.
We just predicted murder. It's a prophecy, not a to-do list. I don't want to look like we're hiding something, but at the same time...
we're hiding something?
We're being cautious. We said one thing to the chief and look where that got us now. I don't think August is ready for any more strange.
Rain, I'm so worried about Bronwyn. What are we going to do?
On va la
Why are you
balancer.
worried about Bronwyn?
The chief thinks she killed Dorota.
Maybe she did kill Dorota.
Non, ça je l'avais fait, je me souviens. On va reprendre notre... Ah oui, j'ai pas fait... Je l'ai pas fait, elle.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Tu peux remettre un petit coup de pression auprès de Violette, ce serait pas mal.
Miss Castle, I'm surprised to see you here.
I didn't kill.
You're a prime suspect, and your alibi is that you were in the guest
mettre en
house
avant qu'on n'est
with
pas
another
la
prime suspect at the
meurtrière.
time. Doesn't look good for you.
Have you got a problem with me?
Everyone has a problem with you, Bronwyn. I can arrest you for something right now. How does perverting the course of justice sound?
Kinky.
Oh, you are pushing me today, young lady.
Bizarre.
Is there something I can help with, Miss Castle?
I hope we're not being too much trouble.
It's very brave of you to tell the chief that Dorota would be murdered and then stick around afterwards. I'd have run for sure.
You strike me as someone braver than that.
I'm brave, but I'm not stupid.
Bron, something doesn't feel right. I don't know what exactly, but it's not right.
Thoughts on Dorota?
Well, it's hard to say with just one victim. Musical talent, red hair. If there's another, there will be a pattern. Do you think it's another right?
A right?
As in the same thing we were chasing after in Birmingham?
Ah, c'est la première fois que Birmingham est
Just have to try and stop it.
Stop it? Birmingham? Stop it?
J'avais dû faire Birmingham, mais maintenant que je sais ce qui s'est passé...
Yes, stop it. If it's a traveller killing things.
Traveller?
On va pas évoquer les voyageurs, on va pas...
If it follows the same pattern as Birmingham, we're looking
éveiller
at
les
2 more
soupçons.
victims.
C'est ça qui est marrant en fait, en posant pas de questions finalement on a de meilleures réponses. Et enfin,
Ron, are
Lexie.
you okay?
I'm not okay.
Je vais bien, je vais bien.
Good. It's not our fault this stuff happens. We're just the messengers.
We've seen a lot of stuff.
Are you asking me or telling me? Yes, we've seen a lot of stuff. You seem weird. Just go and regroup or something, then come back and make me feel better about myself.
On va reprendre notre héroïne. Enfin notre héroïne, notre Sam. Est-ce que je peux retourner vers
Before
Violette?
you even open your mouth, I'd just like to remind everyone around
succès.
here that I did not kill Dorota. Question after question after question after question. If Chief DuPont thought it was me, I'd still be at the station. So can we please talk about something else?
Je savais pas forcément à quel moment ça allait tomber, mais j'ai vu qu'il y avait un succès par rapport à si on lui mettait la pression. Je lui avais mis la pression, mais j'avais pas été là revoir. Là on va pouvoir
It's
retourner
6
voir
o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival.
Indeed.
Ouais, j'ai pas trop
I
aimé
understand why they'd want to
le copain
postpone.
d'Élise. là, le gars de la
Tonight the
radio.
weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Continuer l'enquête. J'irais bien voir le chef. Est-ce que je peux faire le bilan des... Alors, Violette dit que sa déposition est dans votre bureau.
It is, and that's where it's staying. You don't need to see it, Sam. Violet can get confused at times. Just keep doing what you're doing and we'll get along fine. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexie say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one. The tarot readers have mentioned a job. We don't know what. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, and you found out she's taking pills. Perhaps they're related. That's it.
Bien.
It's
Prochain
6
chapitre.
o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe.
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival.
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
Oh, c'est vers la
I
fin
like getting
qu'on la sauve.
That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Je sais pas, je dirais qu'il y a 8-9 chapitres et c'est aux alentours du 6 ou 7 où effectivement on nous propose différentes possibilités pour la sauver. Je suis en train de me poser la question. On a bien changé de chapitre. Est-ce qu'elle va mieux, elle? Ouais, non, faut que je change de chapitre.
It's 6 o'clock and you're listening to
Va falloir
Radio
recommencer.
August.
C'est mal
Police
foutu.
investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw
Puis on
are
peut pas
appealing to
passer
the
les
community to help catch her killer.
dialogues.
The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw,
Ouais.
an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe.
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival.
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Any more news on Oscar Wainwright?
Alors Oscar, c'est le petit copain.
Just the tarot readers. No one else is remotely suspicious compared to them. Dorota's
Bon,
no
la famille de la
child.
victime
She
savait rien
lived
de...
with her mum and dad. Monday night was movie night, so they'd go and watch the 8 o'clock at the Odeon. Dorota would get the house to herself. They're devastated, naturally. They left town to stay with relatives. You didn't do it, Sam. Hello. Perhaps I should have made him stay.
Who are you?
L'ami Oscar. Alors, je suis détective Métamorphe. Enfin, je l'avais pas fait, ce truc-là.
You were what? Get out of here before I call the police.
Ah, putain. Ah, mais c'était une
I told
blague.
you to leave. When I see Chief DuPont, there's going to be trouble.
Merde, je pensais qu'il allait... Ah, putain, il m'a cru, ce coup. Faut peut-être pas que j'aille voir le chef tout de suite. Pareil, j'avais vu qu'il y avait un succès dans ce style-là. Elle m'en veut toujours de l'avoir accusé?
Vicar's son? No, as far as I can tell, Oscar is a good boy. But we've all got different faces now, haven't we, Sam? The masks we wear. I could be a satanic cultist behind closed doors, but you'd never know, would you, Sam? She flaunts herself. Her body. Had boudoir photographs taken. Who do you think those photos were for, Sam? Her mother? Not really, just gossip. Apparently she went to have some portrait photos done and started stripping off. Weston's photographic. Zach Weston.
Zach Weston, le photographe. Un beau pervers, lui.
If you keep taking pictures of pretty girls in their underwear, somebody's going to get upset. Zach's the local photographer. You should go and talk to him, Sam. You're good at talking. At Weston's photographic, off the high road. It's late, but he's always there. I have a good memory. I'm still holding grudges from when I was 4.
Plutôt parce que fricote avec lui. Alors, connaissez-vous le petit ami de Dorota? Lexie a dit qu'elle était dans sa chambre la nuit dernière, pas la vôtre.
Yes, he came to see me. He wanted to know that she was okay, spiritually speaking. No, I wouldn't know how. I'm a tarot reader, not a medium. Maybe I should have pretended though. Made up some fake message from her to give him some comfort. I don't actually believe in the spirit world. Well, not as you know it anyway.
Alors, Lexie a dit qu'elle était dans sa chambre la nuit dernière, pas la vôtre.
Oh, she gets easily confused. Youth of today. Fine. Chief DuPont was breathing down her neck, so we thought it would be simpler if we stuck together. If these walls weren't separating our rooms, then technically it'd be true. To protect Lexie. None of this is her fault and she gets anxious easily. I was just trying to take the pressure off. I'm sorry, Sam. I never usually lie.
Elle a menti, c'est grave ça.
Rain's a big boy, he can handle himself. Besides, I'd be highly suspicious if Rain claimed to be doing anything else other than reading on a Monday night. That's pretty much all he does every night.
Regarde, il y avait une deuxième question. C'est vraiment dommage qu'elle soit plus là.
Sam, what can I do for you? We're trying to save people.
Ah, ça fonctionne.
I said we're trying. We have a gift. We have Mercury, the tarot. It tells us where bad things are going to happen, and we try and stop them. We didn't. Lexie used a Ouija board to get the name. It kinda did. It's hard getting an exact name out of 78 cards, but considering we'd never heard of Dorota Shaw, it painted a pretty good picture otherwise. No. Lexie needs to give it context from the tarot reading. A lot of the time it comes up with nothing. Or a sordid comment directed at Lexie. I think that's why she keeps using it, to be honest. Birmingham. We couldn't save anyone there either. The problem with travellers is...
Et voyageur, hein, première fois qu'il en parle.
Let's put a pin in this one, Sam. Let me ask Bronwyn. If she says it's okay to talk about it, it's okay to talk about it.
Ouais, la planche c'est bon.
Hi Sam, back from more already?
Alors, est-ce qu'elle connaît le petit ami de la victime? Pourquoi avoir menti à propos de la Libye?
I didn't. How did you
Coolé.
find out? Am I in trouble?
Oui, c'est une entrave à la
It was
justice.
only a little white lie, nothing else. It wasn't even that much of a lie. We're both here, in the guest house. We just happen to be in different rooms. If I had proof, Ron wouldn't have made this all up. I'm sorry, Sam, I really am. I know how this must look, but I couldn't kill anything, honest. Traveller? That's a really old role-playing game, isn't it? Oh, did he now? Well then, you know what I know. I guess you must be a part of our inner circle. How does it feel?
Bien.
Cheeky? Are you flirting with me?
Bah ouais.
Oh dear, am I blushing again? There's a murder to solve. Maybe you should do that first, then me. No, not like that. No, I think Bronwyn met him though. This morning, he only wanted to see her. I guess he didn't want anyone else to hear what he had to say. Oh, it's just your run-of-the-mill spirit communication device? Want to know how it works? Cool, okay. So Ouija boards send us messages from the spirit world, right? But where is the spirit world? I mean, there's planets and stars and space. The spirit world must be really far away beyond all that. With so far to travel, messages from the spirit world must take ages to get here. Like how light from the sun takes 8 minutes or something to reach us. You still with me? Oh, you're sweet. Where was
J'avais
I?
cliqué sur le truc du
So
dessus,
here's my point.
ça
The
l'avait
spirit world
arrêté.
is actually several hours ahead of us. That's how we get messages about things that haven't happened yet. That's how we got Dorota's name. Because in the spirit world, she was already dead. I know, mind-blowing.
Your ability isn't endless. It will run out at some point.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Elle a dit qu'elle
I'm
connaissait Oscar.
Bronwyn.
Didn't expect you to come back. Have you contacted Dorota?
Yes. She forgives you.
Elle a dit
Yes.
que vous savez qu'il l'a
She
tué.
says you know who killed her. Yes. She forgives you.
Ouais.
Really? You actually spoke to her? Did she say anything else? Is she okay? Who killed her?
It's hazy.
Okay, that's okay. She forgives me. I guess she didn't have time to elaborate.
I'm sorry the police ignored our prediction. Do you get on with Dorota's family? I'm sorry the police...
It's okay, just... How did you know? How did you come up with a name and then... she's gone?
She's not gone. She's waiting to pass. How could someone even get into Dorota's bedroom?
The usual way? The front door? Like, it's a townhouse and she's on the 3rd floor. So, other than teleporting or a big ladder, that's the only way.
Do you get on with Dorota's family?
Not really. Especially not now. They're convinced I got her into the wrong crowd or something. Am I really a bad influence?
Yes. No.
Thanks, Bronwyn. I know it's a bit soon, but maybe we can grab coffee sometime? Just to chat about things.
Il me drague. On va jouer le...
Yes. That...
I like you, Bronwyn. How about soon? How about tonight? I can come to the guest house?
Sure.
Putain, il perd pas de temps, lui, hein.
So it's a date? Sort of. I'll see you soon.
Alors, retourner à la maison et attendre le rendez-vous. Mort de rire.
Hi. Hey. Hello. Sorry, I'm not used to dating so soon.
I'm actually not in the mood anymore.
Alors, je ne suis actuellement plus d'humeur, c'est bon, nous pouvons y
It's
aller
okay.
doucement.
We can take it slowly.
Putain, c'est dingue, hein.
Oh, I wasn't sure I was thinking on doing anything, physical.
Get up in the bed.
Montez sur le lit, c'est bon, nous pouvons discuter, assis-toi juste sur le lit.
It's okay. We can talk, just sit on the bed. Get up in the bed.
Bah dis donc, il a vite oublié sa petite amie, lui, hein.
I really don't think I'm ready for this.
Sorry, I don't know what came over me.
Chut bébé, juste une
Baby,
petite
just a
pression
little
là en
pressure
bas.
down there.
Non.
No, wait, please. Can you just get off me, please?
Oh, I want you inside me.
Je vous veux à l'intérieur de moi, je suis désolé, vous avez raison. Non.
Get off me! Get off! I'll do this. I don't care what the
Ah,
chief wants.
c'est extraordinaire.
How
Jusqu'où
do you
on
want to
peut
sleep
aller.
with me? Did you kill her? Did you kill Dorota?
Yes.
Oscar de la performance gagnante. Ouais, non, bah non. Non, c'est pas moi.
Yes, you did. You liar, you did.
Ah, c'est extraordinaire, hein, les possibilités qu'on peut avoir en faisant d'autres trucs. J'adore, hein, je suis fan. On va aller voir le professeur, le chef.
Miss Castle. More unexpected pleasures.
What did Dorota's boyfriend say about me?
Je vais sauter dessus.
Something about a message you wouldn't deliver? Did you want him to be a special friend? Is that why you killed his girlfriend?
I didn't kill Dorota.
Yeah, let's do this again. Chief, I didn't kill Dorota. I was in my room. Oh, but you can't prove it, Bronwyn. You're going to jail for a long, long time.
I was nowhere near Dorota last night.
You said you were with another one of the readers. All I'm saying is that Violet didn't recall seeing any of you.
Violet doesn't remember where she was. Violet is...
Oh, I don't think you
Moi,
should
je
be throwing
balance.
accusations like that around. Not in your current position.
Pas pu m'en empêcher.
I'm truly sorry about Dorota. I didn't see you here
On va
last night.
continuer de la
What are you
harceler.
implying?
It's just suspicious.
Does anyone really care that Dorota is dead?
I'm truly sorry about Dorota.
I didn't really know her. I saw her pictures in the newspaper. Can't remember what for right now.
You can tell Sam about Birmingham.
Ouais, ça c'est bien. Qu'as-tu dit à la police la nuit
I
dernière?
told them the truth, that I was in my room.
T'es en train de prier.
I'm not sure if they can fact check it, but it's the only alibi I've got. Kind of wish we'd all stuck together now.
When should we do another reading? The police think it's me, don't they?
You already told us. 8 o'clock. Bron, are you okay?
You can tell Sam about Birmingham.
Well, what can I tell Sam that you haven't already?
You know Sam likes a fact check.
I don't really know Sam. But if you're sure, then I guess I'm sure.
Bron, I'm so glad you're here. We need to talk.
Is something wrong?
No
Pour
one
de la
can hear
Libye.
us, right? I mean, I'm assuming this room isn't bugged, although knowing Violet, there's probably cameras everywhere.
You think Violet's a voyeur?
On va éluder, ça on l'avait fait.
We need to talk about our alibi.
What about
Bonne
our
idée.
alibi?
I know you said it would be better if we said we were together, but lying about your alibi, that's pretty serious. Are you sure it was a good idea?
We should do whatever it takes.
You're acting like we've got something to hide. Bron, is there something you're not telling me? Why'd you ask me to lie? Were you really in your room all night?
Yes.
Hmm.
No. Yes. No.
Ça c'est juste pour le délire.
Where were you? Bron, don't mess me around, you're scaring me.
I was at...
Je rigolais,
I'm
j'étais là
just
toute
kidding,
la
I was
nuit.
here all...
J'étais
I was
dans...
at Dorota's house.
Mort de rire. Oh, je
No.
le fais.
No, you weren't. I don't know why you're saying that, but I know Bronwyn Castle and she's no murderer. Just drop the act.
Elle était un petit peu loin là. Hein.
I'm Oscar.
Le petit ami.
Is there anything else I can do?
Alors lui, à un moment de l'histoire, il s'était barré. Je trouve qu'il s'est barré vachement prématurément.
Oscar? What are you doing here?
I want to help.
I know. We've already talked about this. You said you'd get into Bronwyn Castle's room somehow and have a look around.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe ask if you can go around. Women like vulnerable men.
Do they?
I don't know. Do I look like vulnerable men? Just do whatever you have to, Oscar. I've got to concentrate on some other leads. So, you can go now.
Oscar Wainwright, what a surprise.
J'ai rien à se dire, eux. Par contre, là... Ah, bah elle est pas là, c'est dommage. On aurait pu donner suite à leur petite rencontre. Ouais, on peut pas discuter avec les joueurs de tarot, c'est dommage. Alors, Browning et Lexie mentent à propos de leur alibi.
Figures. Got any proof?
Oui.
Good work, Sam. I'm impressed.
Oscar a dit qu'il voulait lui parler.
I'm a bit busy, Sam. Maybe you can go on my behalf. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bromman and Lexie lied about their alibis. I'm thinking what to do about it. Apparently, Lexie used a ouija board.
Donc faut qu'on prenne son
The tower readers
identité et
from
qu'on aille
Birmingham.
voir Oscar.
You're looking into it. There's some talk about a traveller, whatever that is. Dorota's boyfriend Oscar is in the clear as far as I'm concerned, but I'm still waiting to hear what he tells you. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. And finally, you pulled the name Zach Weston from somewhere, saying he's the town photographer? I've never run into him. Still, I guess I'm not in the papers that much. That's it. Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Chief DuPont, there's been loads of people coming around asking questions. I don't even know half of them.
Has Sam been to see you?
Alors, est-ce que Sam est venu vous voir? Est-ce que Dorota
Dorota
collectionnait les
collect
pièces de monnaie? Ouais, c'est intéressant ça.
Not that I know of. She collected thimbles. She said she didn't need any. She had hard calluses on her fingers from all the cello.
Have you looked in Dorota's bedroom?
Not since the murder. Still a load of my stuff in there. I climb in through the window, but it's on the 3rd floor.
Has Sam been to see you?
No? Wait, I get it now. Yeah, someone dropped by. I'm not speaking to them though.
You should.
Really? Alright. But I don't think they're taking Dorota's murder seriously enough.
Peut-être pouvoir aller rediscuter avec lui maintenant. Je pense que ma petite blague, il l'avait pas appréciée. Ah, là c'est mieux. Alors, avez-vous Dorota, que pouvez-vous me dire sur les parents? Combien de temps sortez-vous avec elle? Pourquoi êtes-vous allé à Warning? Est-ce que Dorota a déjà parlé du tarot?
Not long, a couple of months maybe. We did care for each other. No? Why? Violet Gallagher? What's it got to do with her? Bitch. Mind you, it's not exactly damning, coming from someone as frigid as her.
Ça balance.
She's all prim and proper with it. Sorry, it's just, why do people say things like that? You're not supposed to speak ill of the dead. What, you mean watching us? That's disturbing. No, it couldn't have been. The only place he could have hidden would be in the closet, and I suppose someone could have hidden in the closet. Not hidden. Well, she liked it. Liked me to watch. Not other guys. Just, she had these, you know, voyeur fantasies. She'd ask me to hide in the upstairs closet, and then she'd walk in and strip off, start touching herself. She got upset if I came out before she'd finished. I'm sorry, is this helping with the investigation? Clothes, mainly. I did see something that freaked me out a bit. She had a wedding dress.
Donc ça on a appris que c'était à sa mère.
She knew I'd seen it, but we never talked
Pas
about
de
it.
mariage caché ou
Not even
autre.
as a joke. That's personal. I can't really explain it. I'm just floating at the moment. Nothing seems real. Yeah, but she said she couldn't, so. Yeah, I went round there in the afternoon. Her parents were at work, and we were, you know, hanging out. I left at about 5. Playing football. It was just 5-a-side. Finished at about 9:30. I called her, but she never picked up. Not much. They always seemed happy to see me. I don't think they meant it. They wanted Dorota to focus on her music. No, not to me anyway. She wasn't into fortune telling or any of that stuff. Yeah, Chief DuPont told me. He thinks it's one of them that killed her. Bronwyn?
Non, ça on peut le faire.
It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest
On va
August
pouvoir changer de
update.
chapitre.
Chief DuPont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between two cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stick with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's 7 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Zach, le photographe.
Sorry, we're closed. Come back tomorrow or make an appointment online. Yes. What do you want? The Shaws. Oh. You mean that girl who got killed? What was her name? Dorothy? I see a lot of faces in my studio, but I'm not good with names. Wait. Dorota? I remember now. For the August Chronicle, she won some sort of award. I remember her cello. It kept reflecting the flash and ruining the shot. No, I went to her house, along with the reporter. It's better with these human interest stories to capture them in a natural habitat. If you ask me to drive there without my sat-nav, no.
Alors, était-ce la seule fois où vous avez rencontré Dorota? Vous êtes ami avec Violette Gallagher.
Friends, yes. I know Violet very well.
Ils fricotent ensemble.
Violet takes it very well, actually. I like him like that. With a frosty exterior comes a soft, warm center. I'm sorry my analogy wasn't explicit enough for you. Yes, we have sex. Here. I'm usually here most nights.
Forcément, il était tout seul. Hein.
Only the roof rats. No, actually, I've been running a special offer on portraits since she came in for a studio session. Wait there. As you can see, there's photos here. Her on the cello. Now this one's in colour. Beautiful hair. Oh, legs wrapped around. Another one here. Oh, hang on. Do you see what I see? Nothing. She's just a very attractive girl. That's all.
Il a vraiment un regard vicieux. Hein. Avez-vous pris d'autres photos?
What do you mean? Violet needs to mind her own business. I didn't want to mention them out of respect for the dead. You've heard of boudoir photography. It's all very tasteful. Boudoir photographs are all about leading the eye and letting the imagination do the work. Most photographers mess it up. It's not supposed to resemble a Victorian whorehouse. Yeah, she didn't say. Her boyfriend, I assume. Would you like to see
bah
them?
oui, s'il me le propose.
As you can see, it's all very artistic.
Ah, c'est même un peu chaud ces trucs. Hein.
She lit up the front of the camera. Want to see the videos?
Ah, il y avait même des vidéos.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh. Here they are. Oh, no, that one. Ah. This is the one. Here you go.
Ah, ça va être classé X, la vidéo.
There's more.
Je sais pas par contre si son petit copain était au courant. Montrez-moi. Ah putain, il y en a d'autres.
This is the stuff.
Trophée Voyeur, tu m'étonnes. Pourquoi fuit-elle?
She's how you say acting?
Ah bah dis donc. Intéressant cette rencontre. Parce que j'ai d'autres choses à lui dire. Mais... Comment votre rendez-vous avec Browin s'est-il passé?
How did you hear about that? Anyway, it wasn't a date. I was doing a favour for Chief DuPont. Only lasted a few minutes.
Quelle faveur.
Are you working with him or not? Look, if you didn't want to tell you, then I'm not gonna.
D'accord. Est-ce qu'il connaît le photographe?
Who's that?
Il a fait des photographies de ta...
Okay, so this
Ton
that
ami.
guy was connected to Dorota. Took pictures of her. Were they sleeping together?
Est-ce que je lui dis oui? Il m'a rigolé.
Why did you tell me that? Every time I think of her now, I'm gonna see her with someone else.
Photo de boudoir en plus, je sais pas si c'est fait exprès, mais le terme boudoir, ça fait quand même penser à des trucs...
Who what? Boudoir photos? She sent some private photos to me by phone. Do you mean them?
Puis-je les voir?
Yeah, I'll put them in an album for you. No.
Merde, je pensais qu'il allait le faire. Moi j'avoue, j'ai envie de prendre le jeune garçon qui aille voir le photographe pour voir comment il va réagir. Normalement ça devrait mal se passer, hein. Il y a une opportunité 2, c'est pour ça que j'étais dans ce sens-là.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Ah bah il est pas là. Merde. Bon, on essaiera peut-être au prochain chapitre. Est-ce que j'en profite pour aller voir d'autres personnes? Tiens, je peux pas prendre les deux nanas. Comment ça se fait ça?
Sam, look, I can't talk right now.
Ah,
I'm
c'est
doing
pour
phone
ça.
readings.
Elles sont
Gotta pay
occupées.
for a job somehow. Lexie's locked in till 8 too. I can sort you out afterwards, yeah?
Lexie, ça va être pareil.
We've got to stop meeting like this. Seriously though, Sam, I'm working. Can't it wait? Just give me to 8, okay?
Oh, do we really have to?
Ils font des trucs ensemble, il dit que vous avez une relation.
How vulgar. Yes, I suppose that is what he'd say. But I've never let him lay a finger on me. He says we're in a relationship, but he doesn't act like it. He thinks he's irresistible to women. No.
Ah, ma petite fille. Elle est troublante. L'air soucieux.
I met him yesterday, doing the rounds, looking for reading work. Actually, oh no. He did mention Dorota. He said there was this girl he was planning to meet up with. Said she was alone every Monday night because her parents go to the cinema. Do you know what that means? It was Dorota Shaw. Fine, Sam. Birmingham. Mercury took us to Birmingham. We didn't know what for. We never really know what for. But we turned up. It started with a girl, Ginny. She was South African. I only mention it because that was its thing. Yeah. We didn't know at the time, but in hindsight, it was after South African girls. 3 to be exact. The Traveller wanted 3. You should ask Bronwyn. She's the one that knows about rights. I just know it normally involves 3, and all 3 share a common attribute. I guess you might call them demons, in as much as they can get inside us. They come from other worlds. Kind of, yeah. Quantum physics is real, didn't you know? There are many universes. In technical terms, a traveller is a trans-dimensional being far more superior to us, in as much as they can choose which reality to hang out in. We just get this one. Yes, disturbingly. It's actually a lot more complicated than that. They choose a reality/universe where they actually evolve to become the person they're possessing. So they jump in a few million years before our timelines intersect.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Zach! What are you doing here? Quick, don't let anyone see you.
Elle est gênée, hein.
Why don't you want anyone to see me? Everyone's talking about Are you happy Dorota's dead?
Ah.
Why don't you...
What? You're the one who said we shouldn't be seen together. What are you doing here?
I wanted to make sure we were still okay.
What did you do? What did you say to Sam?
Everyone's talking about Dorota. Are you happy?
I didn't say that. But we both know what Dorota was like. She practically threw herself at you.
Jalousie quand tu nous
Throw
tiens.
herself at me.
Don't play games with me, Zach. You know how insecure I get.
Surtout jalouse. Hein.
I know. But I suppose people like that attract trouble.
People like what? Is that why you killed her?
That's not funny, Zach. What if Sam heard?
C'est intéressant cette discussion. Elle a fait son truc avec l'autre.
Zach, let me stop you there. You are one creepy fellow. Now, I don't know what you had going on with Dorota, but I don't want anything to do with it. Do not come back here. Please.
J'ai pas tenté d'aller voir le chef. Ok, comme ça c'est... Petit copain non plus.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Chief? Again?
Did Dorota have any online friends?
She didn't really use any social networks. Didn't have the time. Mainly just cello.
Go to any clubs or group? Do you have access to her email?
No, she didn't email much. She checked the messages on her phone. What is it you're looking for?
Anything that helps solve the murder.
Okay, that makes sense.
Hello. I know you. You're the police chief.
I understand that you knew Dorota Shaw. What type of photos do you take?
For the paper? Record shots that any idiot with a phone can take. My studio is where the magic happens. Mainly portraiture, but I dabble in other areas.
Boudoir photography?
Des photos sales.
Sometimes, if that's what the client wants. Are you asking for yourself, or...
Oh.
It's for the case.
Pour la faire, ne soyez pas facétieux.
Of course.
Il m'aurait proposé de faire des photos.
We met briefly, yes. I freelanced for the August Chronicle, and they did a story about her.
Was that the first time you met her? The scholarship to June? Was that the...
As far as I know. I meet a lot of people through work. Some are more memorable than others. I happened to mention my portrait services, so she booked a session with me.
When was this?
A few weeks ago.
It's 8 o'clock and time for another August update. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her boyfriend to the murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't that what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecast. So if you're heading out, you might want to take a jacket. Or a cab.
Or wear the jacket in the cab. That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Peut-être aller voir quand même une dernière fois le chef avant.
Do you have anything else on Zach Weston? Let me know.
Alors, Zach était dans son studio la nuit dernière. Zach prenait des photos de boudoir de Dorota.
And I'm all for a good boudoir picture, but who are they for? There's definitely a strong connection between those two there.
Très clairement. Elles étaient peut-être... Non, elles étaient peut-être pour quelqu'un
Well,
d'autre.
unless they were for Oscar, I don't know. Unless there's someone else about to come out of the woodwork. Yeah, that's what he says, but no one can back him up. He's on my radar now. I think you're supposed to tell me that. If he was taking photos of Dorota, maybe he fell for her? And the feeling wasn't mutual. Artists have muses, apparently. Wish I had one. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. Rain met Zach already, touting for work. Zach told Rain Dorota would be alone last night. Zach says he's sleeping with Violet, which I doubt. Zach did other photo sessions with Dorota. Boudoir. I wonder what else he's not telling us. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. Bronwyn and Lexie lied about being together last night. You're still following up Birmingham. Keep me posted. Yeah, you mentioned the word traveller to me, but he's nothing. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
It's 8 o'clock and time for another August update. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her boyfriend to the murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't that what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecast. So if you're heading out, you might want to take a jacket. Or a cab.
Or wear the jacket in the cab. That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Sam, I've got news. We've done a reading.
It's the Five of Swords. That's the same card as yesterday.
Let's hope it's not the Knight of Wands. This doesn't look good.
It's fine. This happens all the time. There are 78 cards in a deck. The same ones come up a lot.
I get it, but we drew the exact same cards yesterday. What are the odds of pulling all three again?
1 in 474,552. I know, I get asked a lot.
Bet it's a Ten of Swords.
It's happening again. There's going to be another murder. Then Lexie did her thing, and now we have a name. Alice Munro.
Nouveau personnage. Enfermez-Les Danny. Qu'est-ce que c'est que celui-là? Alors, vous avez fait en sorte que le
I've
chef
just arrested
d'affaires...
Bronwyn and Lexie. I know I don't really have anything, but they have been winding me up all day, coming in here, talking to me like I'm a suspect, and generally being weird. So, they're safely behind bars now, and presumably Ellis will live. Just keep an eye on Rain. Perhaps he'll take over the job if no one else is around.
Alors, la différence, c'est que j'ai... À un moment donné, j'ai accentué sur le fait que leur faux témoignage était répréhensible. Là où j'avais un peu arrondi les angles hier. C'est assez intéressant. Alors par contre, est-ce que je peux toujours me changer en règle ou elles ont disparu du jeu? Peut-être. Ah ouais, non, elles ont disparu carrément. Ah,
You're
la
only
vache.
alive because we want you to be.
Ah, c'est violent. Ah ouais, elles ont disparu, merde. Dommage, ah ouais, dis donc, c'est violent. Donc, je sais qu'il me restait. Enfin, il y avait des succès où les deux protagonistes intervenaient. Bon, bah là, c'est. C'est mort. C'est mort, c'est mort. On va tout de suite faire ça pendant que j'y pense.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else?
Est-ce que Oscar peut aller voir Zach? Photographe de sa petite amie.
Oscar Wainwright. I've heard so much about you.
Were you sleeping with Dorota?
No, were you? She just asked me to watch. Didn't even get past the adverts.
You watched her?
Yes, I watched her. You know she's into that. That can't be news to you.
Merde. J'aurais peut-être dû lui mettre l'autre, parce que j'avais une opportunité de le frapper. Bon, c'est pas grave. Je peux y retourner ou pas? Ah non.
Oscar, I'm so sorry. What can I do?
Oscar, good. You got my message. Got some things to show you.
What have you got?
Does, this mean anything to you?
Fameuse photo.
That's Dorota.
And what if I showed you this?
Ellis Monroe.
Do you know her?
She's from the radio.
And if I do this? No? Anything?
What are you doing?
That'll be all. You can go now.
Alors lors de notre premier run, on avait eu l'explication d'Ellis avant. Parce que là c'est un peu violent comme révélation. Encore une petite fille.
Excellent work. Gold star for you. Oh, hello. This is my goddaughter, Sophia. She's only 9 and she's a maths genius.
Hello.
I have to pop to my room to get something. Be nice to her while I'm gone. Otherwise I might have to smother you in your sleep.
What's your name?
Alors j'avais dit ça, moi. Là on va changer un peu.
No, you're not. I've
N'est-ce
seen
pas?
the boogeyman. Don't look like you. Do you want to know a secret?
Ah, je veux bien, oui.
Violet was taken by aliens in their ship.
Ah oui, c'est vrai, elle nous l'avait dit.
She doesn't want anyone to know.
Sorry about that. Sophia, your mother will be here for you soon, so run along and wait. Now, Sam, how can I help you? Of course. Poe and Monroe. She's on the radio. She has a wicked imagination for her age. I was seeing and hearing things that weren't there. That's why I'm taking pills. I needed to confide in someone, so I told Chief Dupont. Just Chief Dupont. And now you, apparently. Why are you talking about this again? You understand, every time you mention abduction, it opens up a vault of crushing memories that I'd rather stay locked up. No. Not even the moon.
Alors, le chef a dit que vous me parleriez d'enlèvement. Ouais, non, on va pas plus.
How could you let Chief Dupont do that? I'm not talking to you until you get this fixed. Bronwyn was on Tarotasm, Sam. Just like she was an hour ago. And they record everything, so her alibi should be without question. She was just lying to protect Lexie. She's maternal like that.
Elle veut plus me parler.
Sam, do me a favour, go easy on Violet. If we need to get anything out of her, let me deal with it. She'll open up to me. What do you know about her? Yeah, I pulled in a few bug-eyed aliens, but you wouldn't confess. We've got a murder to solve. Can we talk about this later? Why?
Quelqu'un d'autre est le meurtrier. Braun est innocente. Elle était connectée à Tarotam. Vous vous souvenez?
Well, then I've made a mistake. Whoops!
Il va les libérer ou pas alors?
Cell works magic on most people, even tarot readers. Look, I see you're starting to care for these people already, but Violet's been watching them like a hawk. If you can convince her, you convince me.
Alors, la future personne qui doit être assassinée.
I just got off the phone with Chief DuPont. I can't believe it. First Dorota, now me. Not very well. He's done a few shoots of me and Poe to promote the show. No. Zach keeps asking, but I just don't want to. Not for him, but Dorota did. She gave me the pictures as a gift. She looked amazing. We're co-hosts on the radio. Oh, sorry. You know that already. We've been partners for 2 years now. He's a good friend. Can't we be both, Sam? Poe's his radio name. He's actually John Poe. He's on air now, but you can come back at 8:30 if you want to see him. On air? We both were. We broadcast live hourly news reports. It's how we keep our funding. Yes. We were friends. I hadn't known her for long, only a few weeks. We met at the gala. I was hosting and she was playing the cello, you know? I guess we talked for a little while and then she asked me for a drink after the show. After we'd had a few drinks, she invited me back to her house. I thought we were just gonna chat, watch a movie, that sort of thing. Then she kissed me. I was so shocked. She was so attractive. So I kissed her back. This is just between us, right? We fooled around. I don't have many friends, Sam. Everyone thinks because I'm on the radio, I have tons of friends, so nobody ever approaches me. I get lonely. But Dorota was my friend, and I liked making her happy. Poe and Dorota, people I say hi to. I have thousands of followers and subscribers, and they keep me feeling warm when I'm down, but they're not friends. I do get the odd stalker, but that isn't something anyone wants. Oscar. Yeah. She was a bit confused. When we started seeing each other, she didn't
Là,
like
pour
him
l'instant, on n'a
touching
pas
her
réussi à
anymore.
déterminer
I didn't
de
mind,
choses nouvelles hein, dans la relation.
but she did. So I told her if he wanted to get sexual, then maybe she should try something else. I said some guys like to watch, so tell him it would be sexy if he could look but he couldn't touch. As far as I know, it worked. She told Oscar to watch from her walk-in wardrobe. When he was at a safe distance, she put on a show. She faked it. She told me she faked it. But you'd know best.
Alors, est-ce que Oscar c'est à propos de vous ou vous savez pourquoi Dorota possédait une robe bien d'araignée? Ouais.
I don't think so.
Ça, on a pu
We were
avoir des
very
réponses.
discreet. It was more fun that way. No. Sorry. I did have a strange dream last night, though. My life was playing on a TV screen, and every time I did something, another version of me started playing over the first. In the end, there were so many versions it became a fog. It filled my lungs. I couldn't breathe. And then I woke up. What do you think that means, Sam? REM sleep. So, you don't think dreams mean anything? Everyone has meaningful dreams, Sam. Everyone.
Alors, je vous protégerai.
Just don't hurt me. Or let me get hurt.
Alors, on a réussi à la protéger hein, la première fois. Oh putain. Je crois qu'elle avait fait la même chose.
Sam?
Je flippe à chaque fois.
Phone.
Notre photographe.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
On va aller voir... Comment il s'appelle Oscar. Ah bah il est pas là. Bon, tant pis, moi qui voulais faire une petite confrontation.
Zach, what are you doing here?
I've been a naughty boy.
J'étais un vilain garçon et je dois le dire à mes précédentes partenaires. Ah, partenaire.
Good to know. I'm not one of them though, so...
Ah.
Unless there's anything else?
Pose for me.
Zach, please stop asking. It's not gonna happen.
Just undo a few buttons.
Are you bullying me into taking my clothes off for you? That's sleazy. Just leave, Zach, before I call Chief DuPont.
Je sais pas si l'inverse est possible.
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
Voilà, dommage. Ah bah ils sont tous absents.
I'm Rain. I'm Rain. Who is Sophia?
You saw her, did you? She's my goddaughter, at that age where she overshares.
Is she a ghost?
Haven't you done enough predicting my death?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just kidding. I know it's not your fault. Well, unless you're the killer.
Have you made a decision about the show?
I think it's a no. Sorry. It's just the reading that you gave me the other day. I don't want to scare off the audience.
Why would I scare off your listeners?
The reading you gave me, to show me what you could do, it was scarily accurate.
What was accurate about?
Everything. My broken heart, the enveloping darkness, my beautiful death. You said it was just a metaphor, that it was just about transformation, but it's not. I'm going to die, aren't I?
We've got a new target, Alice Monroe. Alice said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. Bronwyn was logged into a call centre system called Taratasm. I heard the recordings from last night. It's her voice. So as much as it pains me to say it, Bronwyn isn't a suspect, but Lexie and Rain still are. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Violet told you about her brush with aliens? You seem far too interested in those kind of things. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
J'ai l'impression qu'en tant que Sam, j'ai plus grand chose.
Monroe. Everyone knows her. She's a local radio star here.
Avez-vous des photos d'elle? L'avez-vous déjà rencontrée?
Always get the shot, Sam. One way or another.
Bon, en tant que Sam, là, j'ai plus de... Puis alors, le fait de plus pouvoir discuter avec les deux filles, ça limite vachement. Ah. Alors, le chef a dit que vous me parlez énormément, pensez-vous toujours que les lecteurs de Tarot ont tué Dorota? Bronwyn est innocente, elle était connectée.
And you're sure it was her? Then it couldn't be her, could it? You want me to tell Claude, don't you? Sorry, I mean Chief DuPont. Fine, fine, I'll call him.
Il veut toujours pas me parler, lui. Ok. Il va les libérer ou pas, là?
Fine. Let me do the paperwork. I'm starting to regret hiring you. Maybe you should concentrate on something else.
C'était compliqué hein, pour les faire revenir. Ça y est, ils sont de retour. Elles vont peut-être m'en vouloir. Hein.
I've heard on the radio, but other than that, I don't know anything about her. I want to help them. That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Although we can be sure of one thing. Not necessarily. If it's a traveller, then they just jump into any vessel, have their fun and go. It just needs to be someone nearby. No. I can do a reading if you want. Well then, that's the end of my Zach wiki. A little bit. What did you want to know? A rite can take many forms, but from what we know about these travellers, it seems to be performing some kind of coming-of-age ceremony. Yes, a rite of passage. Running havoc in our dimension is rewarded in theirs. Not fair, is it? Three is a powerful number. There's a divine balance to it in our universe anyway. But maybe it doesn't mean anything where the traveller's from. Maybe 3 is just the carry-on limit for interdimensional travel. Was it a gold coin?
La fameuse pièce en or.
That's more of a serial killer thing than a possessed by a traveller thing. It's a bit showy, but no, there's no guarantees. Yes, of course, anything.
Gardez un œil sur Violette.
I've already been doing that, but sure, I'll keep at it. Maybe it'll feel sorry for me and finally put out.
So what's the news about Ellis? I feel so useless sitting here. I want to help. Yes, please use me. Tell me what to do.
Alors découvrez ce que vous pouvez avec la planche ou découvrez des choses sur
Who's
Zach.
that? Is he a suspect? I guess he must be. Okay, I'm on the case. Just give me a minute to get ready and I'll be off.
Je vais tenter un truc avec lui.
I'm Zach Weston.
Et puis sinon on va tenter
Just sharpening my
prendre
powers
possession
of
des deux demoiselles qui
persuasion.
sont arrivées. Je peux pas. Je peux pas non plus. Toujours pas là, dommage, bon.
Hi, I'm Lexie. I'm Lexie.
Dire.
Lexie Corn, how thin are these walls?
What do you mean the walls are thin?
I can hear you screaming at your Ouija board. Last night too. I feel like I've heard your whole life story.
What?
Does Sam like me? Is Violet a lesbian? Will Ellis die? Will Bronwyn die? That last one, don't worry about that.
Why not? Because you're immortal.
Och, I am Bronwyn MacLeod from the clan MacLeod.
MacLeod.
And I am immortal.
Sympa le petit clin d'œil
Silly
Highlander.
badger.
Ah, est-ce que je vais pouvoir lui parler à lui?
Our job is so stressful.
Tell me about it. Chasing around the unknown, trying to triumph good over evil, generally standing around helpless watching people die.
Why do we do it? Why don't we just quit?
And leave Bron on her own? Quite possibly to die? No. I'm locked in now, until the end. Whatever that may be.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
Merde, j'ai pas tenté d'aller à l'extérieur avec.
Thank you for helping with the chief.
I'm not a monster, Bronwyn. I believe in justice too.
Do you believe Tara can predict things now?
I'm not one for mystics and crystal balls. I'm a Virgo.
It says you're lying about your alibi.
Did it really? Can it predict the murderer? No. Of course not. You'd have done that already.
Pas bête.
Bron, what are we going to do about Ellis?
What would you do about Ellis?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Let's think. What have we tried before?
A few times we've caught up with the Traveller, nothing's worked.
Restraining them?
Please don't kill that person. Okay, thanks. Oh no, look, you killed them anyway. You know that doesn't work, Bron.
Who are you? What are you doing in my house? Get out now before I call the police!
Ok, sympa l'accueil. Faire la même chose avec l'autre, mais je pense que ça va pas donner quelque chose de plus. Ça va pas nous faire avancer.
Hi, I'm Lexie. Oh, I'm Lexie.
Ouais, non.
Sorry, we're closed. Unless you're here for something else.
I'm a friend of Dorota's.
Dorota. Sorry about what happened.
Dorota told me things about you. Can
It's a bit late, but I think I could spare a few minutes. Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Lexie.
Lexie. I like it. It's got an edge.
Dorota says she knew you.
Alors vous
You're
sortez
dating
avec
Violet, aren't
Violette.
you? I know what you did to Dorota.
Je sais ce que vous avez fait avec Dorota.
You're dating Violet, aren't you?
No, we're just friends.
That's not what you told Sam. That's not what Violet thinks.
Violet doesn't always see things clearly. It's fine. I know how to handle her.
What do you mean, handle her?
I know how to talk to her. She's a sweetheart when you get to know her.
Dorota says she knew you. Dorota says she knew you.
Yeah, she had a portrait session with me. Can I get you a drink?
No thanks.
Ah.
Sure.
Accepté, on va voir jusqu'où ça nous emmène cette affaire. Sympa la bouteille, c'est de la tequila qui est là-dedans. Ah, vas-y mollo, c'est pas de l'eau, hein. Oh putain.
Here, I've only
Ah,
got
c'est de la
vodka.
vodka.
You're old enough.
C'est marrant, au vu de la forme de la bouteille, j'aurais plutôt dit de la tequila, moi.
Of course.
Just checking. Have you ever thought about dyeing your hair red?
Oh
It
là.
will suit you.
Alors là,
I know what you did to
c'est
Dorota.
super suspect ce qu'il vient de dire. Comme celle qui est morte était rousse, la future sera rousse.
I didn't do anything to Dorota.
You killed her. You seduced her.
You make it sound so sordid. Dorota didn't do anything she didn't want to.
Bon, tant pis, on n'aura pas eu droit à notre petite séance photo. J'aurais peut-être pas dû évoquer le sujet. Si franchement. Qu'est-ce qui me manque pour passer au chapitre d'après, putain?
We've got a new target. Alice Monroe. Alice said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. Bronwyn was logged into a call centre system called Taratasm. I heard the recordings from last night. It's her voice. So as much as it pains me to say it, Bronwyn isn't a suspect. But Lexie and Rain still are. Lexie's doing some investigating for you. As if that'll help. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but
Je vais peut-être aller voir Rain maintenant que les autres filles sont
Violet told you
revenues.
about her brush with aliens?
Ça a foutu une merdier, hein, le fait d'arrêter les deux filles, là.
Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Ouais. Pas terrible. Ah, ça y est.
Yes, I met her at the radio station. I was offering my services. Earning a living's tricky when you travel around as much as we do. And last time I checked, Violet wasn't offering us room and board for free. Yeah, she asked for a sample reading to show what I could do. No, he didn't seem all that interested. It's a shame. He seems like a man with lots of interesting demons. In Birmingham, it was a man called Yuri Harris. He worked as a butcher. He beheaded all 3 girls within hours of each other. We couldn't stop it. He pleaded not guilty for reason of temporary insanity. The Butcher of Birmingham received 3 life sentences and won't be seeing the light of day anytime soon. We know it wasn't him, though. We know it was a traveller.
Ça c'est chaud là pour retrouver qu'est-ce qui...
I don't really want to. Thanks, Sam, for respecting my wishes.
On va être sympa pour une fois.
It's difficult to explain.
Finalement on peut le
Stuck
poser la question.
in the wall of an enormous room made from these wooden vines, except the vines slowly move and drip with pain. My head is pushed out like I'm a trophy. If I look to my side, there are others, heads, all prisoners, being experimented on.
Rien. Faut que j'essaye avec d'autres personnages alors.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Claude.
Rien.
Chief, what a surprise to see you.
Ça va, elle est pas rancunière vu qu'on l'a fait en faire.
I told you Dorota was first, and that didn't turn out very well, did it? Let's hope Sam does a better job than you did.
Il est pas dispo. Dispo non plus.
Chief, I wanted to ask you something.
Is it about the boudoir photos?
Yeah. So it's true then?
I haven't seen them. It's all tasteful stuff.
I didn't get them. Now I feel like I'm the only person who hasn't seen them.
What did you want to ask?
Am I still a suspect? Okay. Good. Listen, I think I might get out of this place soon. I need some space.
Chief DuPont, thanks for calling in.
I'm just checking you're safe.
At the moment, my heart's beating 1,000 times a minute and I can't sit still. Every noise or knock on the door makes me jump out of my skin, and I keep looking behind me. Is that safe?
Have I ever let you down? What's have I?
Yes, actually. Last year? With Dennis, remember?
Dennis?
Je me souviens pas de ça.
But you're still here.
No thanks to you. If Poe hadn't come back, then I'd still be tied up. God knows what he'd have done to me.
Gigoté? Oh. Je me souviens pas de cette histoire. Alors c'est vrai que j'avais posé la question qui était d'une. Bon, est-ce que là c'est bon ou pas pour changer de chapitre?
It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this evening. Miss Shaw was found dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough, August. Stay safe out there. You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until she returns. Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with her angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Poe, donc, c'est celui qui travaille avec Ellis.
Station de radio. Monroe just called.
Très, très vicieux.
This is madness. Who would want to hurt her? We've worked together for years. She's the light to my shade, the angel to my demon, the diamond to my lump of coal. She told me to say all those things. I believe not. She has a big heart, and in my opinion, opens it too easily. Dennis Piper, or Victor, as he's now known.
Intéressant.
An
Celui qui l'aurait
over-affectionate
ligoté.
fan that read one too many Lovecraft novels, tried to sacrifice Alice, would you believe? Lucky I was here to save her.
Chance ou plan?
I've no idea what you're talking about, Sam. The thought that I could engineer a whole sordid scenario
Moi, je trouve
just
ça
so I
très
could
crédible. Hein.
swoop in at the last minute and be Elle's knight in shining armor. Chilling.
Très bien de passer au détecteur de mensonges.
You know,
sur ce
this
sujet.
town is fascinating. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Have you ever read up on the real history of August? The official story is that Mary August retired from a life on the high seas, found a nice spot here, and used her ill-gotten gains to establish a town. But that's not what really happened. It's true that Mary August was a pirate, but she didn't retire. Her ship was sunk on the rocks just off the coast. Mary and all of her crew sought refuge in a small fishing town, this one. They slaughtered everyone, men, women, and children, all dead and dismembered in their own homes. The bodies were dumped in a mass grave. Well, the body parts. And the pirates moved in. Yes, August was built on the blood of innocents. Kind of puts Dorota's murder into perspective, doesn't it? Only a madman. Or woman. Monroe is August's sweetheart. Poe and Monroe. That was her idea. Our show. We were just another local radio station before that. It was Monroe who decided we should have a theme. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe. Don't tell me you haven't heard it, Detective. That's what the Free Radio Project is all about. Uniting August via the airwaves. Monroe's been delivering free radios anywhere people might want to listen. Doctor surgeries, hairdressers, the guest house. I believe she charmed the local electrical store into donating them, in exchange for free advertising, of course. We interviewed her about her scholarship not too long ago. Do you think whoever killed Dorota plans to kill Monroe? What makes you think she's in danger? Tarot. Does this have anything to do with the gentleman who stopped by? I didn't get his name, I'm afraid.
C'est qui serait venu le
He
voir?
offered to do a spot on our show, doing tarot readings to answer listeners.
Ce sont ils, c'est
We
Ray,
said
non?
we'd think about it. On that note, I should probably get back to the booth. The show must go on. Death threats be damned. Look after Monroe, Detective. She's the only Monroe I've got.
On va réessayer quelques interactions qui n'ont pas marché.
Don't confirm the existence of travelers. They're not ready.
Hi, I'm Alice. I'm Alice.
Quand t'as dit Alice, j'entends presque Alice et ça me fait penser à Resident Evil 2 où à chaque fois elle s'est introduit bonjour, je m'appelle Alice. On va commencer par Zach.
Alice, do you have the amethyst?
What?
Poe's amethyst pendant? The one we have the buyer for?
Poe's pendant?
Okay, we're playing silly buggers now. Don't worry about it. My buyer would have found something by the time you pitch up with it anyway.
I'm so sorry. You mean everything to me.
Alors je sais pas si c'est là, mais il doit me
I
demander en
won't let
mariage.
you
à un moment
die.
donné. J'avais refusé. On va essayer d'accepter cette fois-ci.
Are you okay?
Of course I'm okay. It's you who's shrouded in darkness, my love. Elle, we must finish what we started.
Let's finish it. What do you mean?
Us. Our love. I don't care what happens to me. I'm going to leave her. I know I keep saying it, but this time, I really do mean it. Are you ready to spend the rest of your life with me, no matter its length?
No. Yet?
Elle, I fell in love with you the first day we met. You ripped out my heart, diced it into pieces, and reshaped it in your form. I will always be yours, forever. Elle. Will you marry me?
Tu sais, on va dire oui, mais alors, je le fais pour le trophée, hein, parce que...
Elle, I love you. You don't know how happy you've made me. My angel.
Pour revenir en arrière maintenant
My
que j'ai le
absolute
trophée.
angel.
Are you really married?
Ouais.
Yes, you've met my wife and family. They're sadly not actors I've hired to make my life look richer than it is. Tomorrow, I will tell her about us. And I will leave her. Another heart broken, another family destroyed. Another villainous father.
Is your wife gonna kill me?
Est-ce que ta femme va me tuer? Très bien.
No. At least I don't think so. She doesn't know anything about us. Not yet, anyhow.
Ah, il est plus là, le petit Oscar. Dommage.
Hi, I'm Lexie. I'm Lexie.
Tu vas pas me reproposer à
Hey, I'm
boire.
going. There's too many people asking questions, it's exhausting. I'm off to stay at my aunt's. I'll come back tomorrow, but I've said everything I can say.
Il se tient. Ils se connaissent pas.
Oh, it's you. I was hoping it might be Zach.
Ah, elle veut voir Zach, elle.
No. Oh, him, yes. I've heard him on the radio. Never met in real life, though. Are you mocking me, Sam? No, I have never met the man. No. And I've got some very important news for him if he ever shows up. Yes. If he ever shows up. Ah, yes, now I remember. It's the
Ah,
one
ça
in
y
the
est, je me
hall.
souviens.
Sometimes cuts through the unbearable silence in this place. I'd remember her voice, but her face... It's very plain, isn't it?
Donc, oula. Il Elle m'a fait flipper la première fois avec ces ciseaux. Donc là, je sais qu'il faut que je revienne la voir avec Zach.
Sorry, Sam, what can I do for you?
Ça a pas l'air bien.
Yeah, I always cry around this time of night, Sam. What's the point, Sam, huh? If we can't save them. Mercury is a curse. It's like some tourist guide for murders. I try for Lexie and Rain to make them think that we can make a difference, make a change, but we haven't so far. What if we can't make a change? Maybe if we could just save one person, Sam. Alice. We need to save her. We need to. Not really. But it wants to know why you're hesitating. Mercury thinks you are. I can see its point. Alice is in danger and you're still here asking questions. You have to stop asking questions and start taking actions. Sam, this is your time. Be ready.
Honestly, you don't. Once they're caught, a few hours later, they've hopped timelines into someone else. We just keep chasing them, continuously trying to stop them ruining lives. No, but they don't like being exposed. If Mercury pointed them out, they're already in trouble. We'd do a reading. Mercury would know.
It was weird. Zach thought he'd already met me. Why would that be, Sam?
Je sais pas.
That's what I thought, although I'm sure he said my name. Anyway, I did find out one thing. He has a massive collection of books about serial killers. What's that about? He's off the radio. I don't really know him. Actually, I'm glad you're here. I really, really want to do a reading for you right now. You know, to help. Great. Let me just draw 3 cards for you. I shuffled before you got here. Okay. Oh, the 2 of Cups. That's mysterious. Is there anyone you feel a spark of attraction to? Maybe someone you've met recently? The Lovers. I did not expect that. It seems this attraction has the potential to be life-changing, if you want it to be. And finally, the Knight of Cups. This card is about pursuing your heart's desire. I think it's time to tell that someone special how you really feel. Wow, what an interesting reading. Does it mean anything to you?
Alors non, cela ne veut rien dire, cela veut dire que je devrais vous proposer un rendez-vous si nous survivons des excès de sentiments à partager.
You catch on quickly, don't you, Sam?
On a vu tout le monde. On a changé de protagoniste.
Hi.
J'ai bien envie d'aller voir.
I'm Bronwyn.
Les petits collègues dans l'hôtel. Allez, voilà. Rain, j'ai l'impression que ça fait longtemps que je l'ai pas vu.
What can we do to help Alice?
Haven't we done enough? Not many people get to know when they're going to die, let alone get the chance to avoid it. We've given Ellis a huge advantage.
So what should we do? Do you really think she's got a chance?
Maybe. Maybe Sam's her lucky charm. Anything short of an apocalypse would be considered a victory at this point.
Ok, y a pas grand chose.
What are you doing now?
I don't know. I don't want to lie about my alibi again, though. What should I do?
Peut-être pas envie de retourner en prison.
Log into Tarotism. Stay with...
Okay, this time we'll actually stay in the same room, though. And maybe we should try and hang out with Rain and Violet, too. Group alibi. You're the best.
On sait qu'il y a Zach également. Elle veut pas me voir, de toute façon, ça c'est clair.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Zach, the game is up. I think you should leave town.
What?
I know where you were last night. I followed you to Dorota's house. Well, I didn't know it was Dorota's house until we arrived. Call it women's intuition.
I was at the studio. You were at Dorota's.
Don't change the subject. Sam and Dupont will put two and two together.
And then what?
And then they're going to arrest you. You weren't there long, I suppose, but then I guess it doesn't take you long, does it?
You're spying on me.
I saw you leave her house, and then I went in. She was naked, lying radiant on the bed. What did I find in her closet? A wedding dress. Who was that for, Zach? Who was that for? I'm done covering for you. We're finished. You need to leave. Now.
Intéressant. C'est marrant, je me souviens pas que ça avait viré dans ce sens-là, leur conversation. Il me semblait qu'à un moment donné, quelqu'un avait dit comme quoi il était reparti et elle était encore vivante. Et pareil, le coup de la robe de mariée qui a évoqué, c'était pas évoqué, donc on pourrait presque se dire que là, c'est elle qui l'a buté par jalousie. Je peux aller voir le chef? Non, dommage. J'irais bien balancer tout.
Good evening, Zachary.
Ah! Oh bah. Ok.
That's for being a creep with Alice. Now get out of my radio station.
Poète. Tiens. Vous êtes fait frapper par Pau. Alors, il y a Zach également qui pouvait me frapper, mais là... non. Non, non, quelqu'un aurait pu me frapper dans les bourses, mais je sais pas qui c'est, j'ai pas réussi à le faire, ça. On va aller voir Ellie maintenant. Alors, vous avez dit que Beau était un bon ami. Alors qu'on sait qu'ils sont beaucoup plus qu'amis. Vous avez livré une radio à la maison d'hôte et Zach a dit que vous vendiez le pendentif de Pooh.
It's not what it sounds like. Dorota lost her scholarship. She said it was an administrative error. She showed me the letter and everything. No, I didn't. I told you he'd asked to take pictures of me. You never asked if we were selling a pendant together.
Bête la guêpe.
The money was for her, Sam. So she could have her dream of being a cellist. I wanted her to have her dream. It doesn't matter now. No. Not exactly. I told him I was in trouble with credit cards, and he offered to bail me out. I asked if I could have one of his artifacts, and of course he gave it to me. It's off. I said I'd pose for some photos, but that's it. I used to be a burlesque dancer, so I don't mind showing my body, but Zach's not getting a private show. Not now. I couldn't do this without him. He looks out for me. He's my best friend. What do you know, Sam?
Ah, ils vont se marier. Peu veut vous épouser, Pooh dit que vous êtes romantique.
He does? That's so sweet of him.
Ah oui, c'est vrai, elle est
But I could never do that.
J'ai accepté, mais elle s'en souvient pas. Je lui ai peut-être dit que vous le feriez.
I'm not ready to settle down, Sam. And Poe has a wife and family, and I don't want anyone to get hurt. I delivered radios all over town. I don't think I should have bothered with some of them, though. I don't think... Violet, is it? I don't think Violet liked me very much. Maybe. I don't know why anyone would be threatened by me, though. I'm not interested in stealing anyone's man. I didn't steal Poe. He gave himself to me.
Ah, est-ce que j'ai vu tout le monde hein?
I didn't expect news to travel this fast. You can't tell anyone else. I've not told my wife yet.
Après le faire chanter.
I think she should at least hear it from me. I will leave my wife either way. I do hate people that jump ship only when another ship pulls up alongside them. If I drown, it's only right and fair.
Là-dessus, j'ai du mal à le croire.
Alice won't die though, will she, Sam? You're going to make sure of that. Yes, I'm surprised she told you about that. How did that come up? Why would Zach Weston know that? Maybe she was selling it to him. Alice is a bit of a spendthrift, unfortunately. Likes to live life on the edge of her credit card limit. It's actually not the first time I've bailed her out. Several, actually. Student loan, council tax, income tax, Monte Carlo. We've become a bit intertwined financially, it would seem.
Enfin bon, ça dure alors. Donc il dit c'est bon, poussé. Est-ce que je peux retourner à voir elle sur ce qu'il m'a dit? Non. Zach. Le photographe vicieux.
Probably right here. Why? I didn't realize I was under house arrest. Thanks for the advice. I hope I'm not the only suspect. Why would she say that? That would put us both at the crime scene. Dorota was fine when I left her. She asked me to come over and watch her get her freak on, which I did, being the gentleman that I am. I misread the signal somewhat, as I thought I was supposed to join in, which was not the case. I think she threw a teddy bear at me or something. Ugh. After that, I left. I had no idea why.
Merci pour les détails.
Don't get excited, detective. I did a criminology course. They make you buy the books.
Sam, I've got some heavy rain news. Lawrence Petrovsky, that's his real name, and no, he's not a Russian spy. But he does have a criminal record. He was charged with the murder of a 21-year-old artist. Looks like he got off on a technicality by all accounts. About 3 months ago in Hong Kong. Be careful, Sam. If you're going to ask him about this, it could be a flight risk. And you know, there's a good chance he could be the killer. Door's behind you.
It's now 10 o'clock. Here's your August update. Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Poe.
August's gone crazy tonight. I've just got off the phone with someone who thinks they saw a UFO on one of the nights that Violet went missing. Aliens would be normal right now. Anyway, now you're here, it's time. What do you suggest we do with Alice Munro?
Alors, la protéger, envoyer un officier. Je ferais bien quelque chose de différent. Lui quitter la ville.
I'll send Danny over. And that means there'll be nobody at the guest house. So be extra vigilant.
What do you mean you're sticking me with Danny? Danny is basically doing out a scream. I'm a sitting duck. Isn't there anyone else?
Chef Dupont, moi.
You? Yes, you. Please, will you stay with me?
Je ne suis pas bon à ça, Danny est votre meilleure chance.
Don't doubt yourself, Sam. I'm sure I'd be safer with you. But if you're not feeling it, then it's best I stick with Danny.
Qui passa une la casa? Et où, Danny?
Sam, where the hell are you? On the road? Come up to the station, now. Danny's disappeared and Alice...
Super. Elise est toute seule. Ah, super.
She's been strangled.
Merde.
Sam, how the hell did we let that happen?
Bad choice.
I guess you tried. She had the same gold coin in her mouth. Looks like we've definitely got a serial killer now.
It's 11 o'clock. My good friend and co-host Alice Munro has died. Her life was ended a short while ago by, we think, the same person who murdered Dorota Shaw. I know that you are shocked.
Alors, il y a un succès qui s'appelle Poulet. Vous avez laissé Elise toute seule avec Danny. Bon, par contre, il disait pas qu'Elise allait mourir.
There is nothing more I can say.
Par contre, le succès n'est pas
I
tombé.
hope
Et
you
elle
will
est
join
morte.
me now in a minute's silence to remember Alice Munro. I have no more words.
C'est quoi ça?
Sam, I have some bad news. We've done a group reading, and it's you.
Alors je suis dégoûté, ouais, le succès est pas tombé. Ah putain, elle est morte. Je pensais que ça allait finir quand même. Alors je suis le tueur, je suis la prochaine cible. Ah, plutôt la
I
prochaine
don't know,
cible.
Sam, I don't know what to say. It's normally a death sentence, but with you, it might be different. I think you've interfered too much. That's why you're the next
Pourquoi
target.
moi?
I've called Chief DuPont already. He's asked that you meet with him. You should go, Sam. Be careful.
Bon, c'est là, il va falloir choisir qui est notre suspect.
Sam, it's almost midnight. You're
Alors,
still
Kramer.
alive. This is a good thing, but no one's even attempted to kill you
Salut Black
yet.
Wolf.
You've given me a lot of evidence, enough to arrest someone. But who? Make the right decision, and you should be safe. If we don't, well, we've all got to sleep at some point. I can get someone to guard your room at the guest house, but it might not be enough. So, Sam, who should I arrest? During that whole thing with Alice, the only people I couldn't keep track of were Rain, Zach, and Violet.
Violette. Moi je vois bien Violette.
But that's why you're here. You're impartial. Out of those three names, who was with Dorota at the time of her murder, or who has an alibi that doesn't check out? This is on you, Sam. Just...
Sachant que c'était Rain qui a voulu m'éliminer. On va dire Violette.
Fine. Are you sure? Fine. Okay, I trust you, Sam. I just hope you know what you're doing. I'll get the paperwork drawn up, we'll get Violet in. See if we can't get a confession to something.
Ça va l'éviter de jouer avec ses ciseaux. Oh putain.
I'm sorry, that was in bad taste. Bronwyn asked me to check that you're okay, and you seem to be. Well done catching a killer, by the way. Well, hopefully you did. Scream if you need me.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and this is Poe with your August update. We don't normally have them at this time, but since there's a killer on the loose, I feel it's my duty to keep the radio station manned. I personally spoke with Chief DuPont earlier, and he thinks they're close to catching the killer. Until that happens, though, please lock your doors and stay inside. Remain vigilant. The light has faded, and so has my fortitude. I see things in shadows, behind doors and under desks. I hear the chattering of teeth and the glee of insects waiting to feed on me. The studio undulates like a heart that beats its last beats. I can't go on. I must to bed. Forgive me, Lady August. Forgive me.
Alors, la fin, 2h14. A-t-on arrêté la bonne personne?
Hello, sleepyhead.
Ah, on dirait bien.
I'm so glad to see you alive.
Donc j'ai bien arrêté la bonne personne. Enfin, je pense. C'était quoi là le succès qui est tombé? Parce que normalement on a une confrontation avec le tueur à ce moment-là. C'est « Regarde maman, je suis un détective, choisir le meurtrier de Dorota. » Alors, ai-je gagné ou... qu'en est-il de la prochaine victime?
Enjoy the journey, Sam.
Profitez du voyage.
Don't think of things as ending. Something new is beginning. Violet's locked up. She's being charged for murder.
Ouais, donc on a bien trouvé la
Travelers
bonne.
don't like being incarcerated. So they'll have jumped realities already. It's not something that a jury will believe. The shell they've left behind won't remember what they've done. And spend a life in prison. All we can do is try and stop the next one. Sam, come with us, please. We could really use someone like you, and Well,
Ils veulent de moi
just-
pour tirer les cartes.
will you?
Donc moi ce qui a fait que j'ai pensé que c'était Violette la coupable, c'est définitivement le fait qu'elle ait vu ça sur la scène du crime, et qu'elle n'ait pas spécialement spécifié qu'elle avait vu la fille vivante après, mais le fait qu'elle a vu la robe de mariée, qu'elle a suspecté son petit copain de la tromper et éventuellement de se marier avec la victime, c'est clairement ça qui a fait basculer mon opinion sur Violette. Donc là, Auguste et ma maison, ou bien sûr, et on part avec le trio.
Really? Oh, Sam, that's wonderful.
Ah, de toute façon, je vais pas rester là, hein. Autant partir avec eux.
Let's finish packing and we can leave this afternoon. Sam, thank you. We're going to change lives, believe me.
Hey, sweet cheeks. You did good. Real good. You win. A Lexie hug.
Surtout que Lexie est plutôt charmante.
Sam, I'm just going to say it because you only live once and all that. Sam, I think I've fallen for you.
Ah.
That's it. That's all I wanted to say.
Ça, c'est de
It's
la
out there
fin,
now.
ça.
We can get on with our lives.
Alors, je ressens la même chose, ou c'est une gentille chose à dire.
You too? I'm the happiest girl in the world. We have some catching up to do.
Et B. Happy ending, hein.
Sam, you're safe.
Je peux lui rendre les coups de couteau qu'il m'a donné hier, lui. Psychopathe.
Sorry. I don't know where that came from.
L'embrasser. Ouais, non, je vais peut-être pas l'embrasser, non.
Yeah, I know. There's been a lot of death going around. Look, however this pans out, I just wanted to say thank you. Chief Dupont was going to screw everything, but you kept it all together. The riot was stopped. But there's tens, if not hundreds, going on all the time, so we got to keep going. I don't know if Bron asked in the end, but I hope you're coming with us. I really do.
Sam, you did good. I thought you would. I mean, not that I've got a signed confession or anything. Yet. Apparently, they don't remember anything about the murders, but Bronwyn seems pretty convinced it's over. Well done. I hear you're leaving town with the tarot readers. That's a real big shame. You were starting to fit in here. But good luck to you. You're doing what many of us have died trying. Leaving August.
Merci, chef. Salut, Chuck.
And I've stuck to my word.
Ah bah, t'arrives juste à la fin. Hein.
I buried it. The coroner's report is going to say the woman was dead when you arrived, not after. I don't personally believe in exorcism or anything like that, but over the last 24 hours, I'm starting to think things aren't as cut and dried as I'd like them to be. You're a good person, Sam. At least that's definitely how it looks from the outside.
I am Dorota. I am 21 years old. I love playing cello, and I just been awarded a scholarship to Juilliard.
Et ben hier, nous sommes morts,
cello.
le tueur nous a
I
eu.
love all string
Aujourd'hui,
instruments, but
on a pris
cello
notre revanche
is
et on a
rich and
survécu.
deep and soothing, at least to me. No, cello is my hobby, but my real passion is... It's silly, it sounds silly. Well, I would like to build a time machine. I know. But it is possible. I think people make mistakes. They do things they regret and they say things they don't mean. I want to go back in time. I want to make better choices.
You know why you're here, don't you? Because you did well. And you know what happens when you do well? Augmentation. Congratulations, Agent 3.13. Welcome to 3.14.
The Maybe. Hashtag de la victoire. Eh ben, il ne nous restera pas non plus beaucoup de trophées. Il m'en manque 4. Alors, il y en a que je comprends pas, poulet. Vous avez laissé Ellie seule avec Danny, on l'a fait. Pourtant, c'est pas tombé. À mon avis, que j'ai loupé de peu, c'était dans le 1000, c'est vous avez donné un coup de pied dans les bourses de Zach. Ça, à mon avis, c'est quand c'est le petit ami qui vient lui rendre visite. Mais j'ai merdé quelque part. Et puis, il y a Montre-moi de la peau. Vous êtes allé jusqu'au bout avec la séance photo de Zach. Est-ce que c'est quand on a commencé à m'offrir à boire. J'ai posé une question qui l'a fâché. Et puis enfin, Evie Rain, joli nom. Rain s'est fâché avec... Bon, non, là par contre, celui-là, ça me paraît un peu plus obscur. Sinon, en 2 sessions, on a réussi à débloquer 17 trophées sur les 21. Entrez dans le débriefing secret.
Debriefing 3204, Birmingham. Transmit.
Qu'est-ce qu'il va me mettre là?
And we're ready. Are you human? Debrief complete. Agent ready. You can go.
Quitter le jeu. Vous pouvez maintenant passer les scènes. Ah, j'ai pas été jusqu'au bout hier, sinon j'aurais pu accélérer les... Eh ben sympa, hein, ce petit jeu film interactif. Je sais que c'est pas forcément ce que j'ai l'habitude de vous montrer, mais moi j'aime bien les polars, j'aime bien les intrigues. Et le fait en plus que le meurtrier soit différent à chaque run, ça pousse à une certaine réflexion et on peut pas se contenter de connaître la solution et puis de croire qu'on sait qui est le coupable. Un jeu plutôt bien fait, il y en a pas beaucoup des comme ça. Mais c'est assez agréable, voilà. Bah écoutez, on va se quitter là-dessus. Rendez-vous demain pour une toute autre série. On repart à New York avec les agents de la division. Moi, je vais vous souhaiter une très bonne fin de soirée à tous.